Really the reason for the location of that shelter in place to the south of the crash site, because the wind is more or less out of the north. So let's start with a big picture view so you can get your geographic bearings of where we're talking about here across the mid-state. If you're watching us from anywhere other than southern Rutherford County, you don't have anything to worry about other than just cold weather as you're heading out the door. But let's take a look at the maps and show you what we're looking at here. And those winds are out of the north, blowing away from the crash site, away from Murfreesboro. So if you're watching us from somewhere else and maybe you've got kids that go to MTSU and you're wondering about them, Murfreesboro is going to be fine because the wind is blowing away from Murfreesboro. It is blowing away from the crash site to the general direction of the south. Now, lots of hills and valleys of the mid-state, and that affects the direction of the wind flow. More or less, the winds are out of the north, a little tilt to the northeast every once in a while. Now, as the wind blows this stuff away from the crash site, it's not like it just blows it in one straight line. For every just 50 feet you get away from that crash site, the air quality is going to improve because it's spreading not only away, but it's also spreading out and it's spreading up and down. So that helps to disperse it a little bit, but you don't want to be downwind of this. So the community of Christiana here in southern Rutherford County, hopefully that plume stays just a little ways to your east around I-24 and Epps Mill Road. That's the major cause for concern there. Looking outside, for the rest of us, well, it's just cloudy, still dark. A good view of the Christmas lights there in the city of Clifton. Still dark conditions overhead right now from the St. Henry School. Looking towards downtown, no visibility issues. The fog from yesterday evening has largely lifted across the mid-state. The clouds that are out there aren't producing anything in terms of precipitation. Clean sweep of the skies with the forewarned live radar. Let's zoom in for a closer look at temperatures, and those are, well, chilly. 37 degrees right now in Nashville. It's also 37 in Murfreesboro, McMinnville, Gallatin. Those are the warm spots. 27 right now in Paris and in Murray. Temperatures will drop another degree or so in Nashville, and we'll spend the rest of the day trying to climb back up, but the clouds will make for a very slow progression of temperatures towards noon. Close to 40, then into the low 40s this afternoon with partial clearing overhead. In terms of the next chance of rain, that's still several days off. Let's zoom through the next few days with Futurecast. We'll get rid of the clouds at least gradually throughout the day. Partly cloudy skies tonight and tomorrow. It's going to be cold. Lows tonight around 20, highs tomorrow only around 30, maybe struggling up to around freezing, then into the teens by early Friday morning. Then the winds pick up out of the south. They bring some warmer air towards us. Then they bring some moisture towards us. The warm air will be here in time for everything to fall in the form of rain showers Friday evening, Friday night, off and on during the day Saturday. Some heavier rain, including the chance of thunderstorms Saturday evening. And then enough cold air catches up to the last of our rain for a brief little changeover to some snow and sleet mixed in with the raindrops. But I doubt we see much in terms of accumulation the way things look right now. But some big changes to our temperatures. We go from 67 degrees Saturday evening to 35 degrees by Sunday morning. And we're going to keep dropping throughout the day on Sunday. So another huge turnaround in our temperatures. First, dropping the next couple of days, again below freezing for highs tomorrow despite sunshine overhead, and then into the upper half of the 60s for high temperatures Sunday, a chance of thunderstorms, and then the bottom falls out once again. So from 67 Saturday evening down to 27 by about midday on Sunday, and we start off Monday and Tuesday mornings around 20 degrees. We will warm up in time for the next chance of showers that'll head our way. Should be rain showers once again by Wednesday of next week. So we'll keep an eye on all the ups and downs, and we're of course going to be monitoring the wind direction there in southern Rutherford County with that shelter in place continuing. But I want to emphasize that the wind is blowing away from Murfreesboro, from that crash site.
Away. So that is good news. All right, we just got breaking news right now. Residents in Buchanan Estates are now being evacuated. So